What's up, everybody? So let's see if we can get a little bit of a, I doubt it, because this filter that I have for my camera probably isn't going to show us much until it's blocked. But right now it's like 80% covered. And even though I've got this filter to put over my camera, you still can't see it. It's kind of crazy.
It says it's less than half at home right now.
Oh, no, it ain't. It's more than it is here, because they're closer down that way. You can kind of see it kind of coming up from the bottom right-hand corner, which is the direction that it's coming from here, from the bottom right-hand corner going up to the left-hand corner. It's just, for some reason, this filter's not doing it. Anyway, we will see it here shortly. And I'm in a place in Columbus. Let me see. Get you guys a little bit of a view over there. There is a ton of people here. It's just a random spot that I happened to drive by. I was like, man, that's weird. I'm going to walk over that direction. There's probably, I don't know, 200-300 people in this area over here. There's people that's got telescopes set up. I'm walking over this direction if you want to come with me. What's up, Spicy Tuna Roll? So how far away from it looks like 2 a.m. there. It is actually getting darker. I gotta take my sunglasses off to know.
Yeah, it is.
But it is considerably darker now. Probably about half as much light right now as whenever I first got here, which was about 5 minutes ago. The totality here will be in about roughly 10 minutes. I do believe it's 3:03 to 3:05 or 6, somewhere along that line, those lines. Let's see if we can see anything now. Put the filter on. Take a look. Still can't see it yet. It's kind of crazy. I thought for sure that this filter was going to work. Oh yeah, we're at least 80% now. I meant to look up some of the weird facts about this. I was seeing some things last night about how rare or unheard of it is for a eclipse like this to take the same path in such short amount of time. Like, usually it doesn't take the same path, from what I understand. It's like every 330 years it takes the same path, but we just had this path, more or less, if not this same path, in 2017. So I don't get that, but let me see if yeah, you can see it more now using the front camera. Let's try the back again, because it's getting there. You can definitely see it coming up from the bottom right-hand corner, but when I look at it with my own eyes, I mean, I can see that it is, I'd say we're 85% now, roughly. And I really did think that I was going to be able to show you guys this through the camera with this filter, but you guys are going to see it get really dark here in a minute. It won't be long. Is anybody else watching or within the viewing area of the eclipse right now? What's up, 49 more? Yeah, we got about 9 minutes, I believe, until it's we're fully covered. And I'm sure I should be able to show you guys that. The more it gets covered, the more it should show up, I would think. All right, let's see. Yeah. I mean, you can definitely see a little bit of coverage coming from that bottom right-hand side, but nothing like what I can see in person. I mean, we're probably close to 90% now. It's moving pretty quick. But also, it's really weird how long it's going to last in some areas, like up to 5 minutes. I was looking at the map, and dead center of the totality, if we were to drive all the way over there, which we're about up to 2 hours away from the center. Right now, I'm in Dublin, Ohio. Pretty near, what's in it, Tuttle Crossing? Let's see. Oh, there we go. Okay, now you can kind of see it. All right, here, let's try the back camera again. See, the more it gets covered, I'm sure the more it'll show up. Well, maybe not.
Something about the back camera won't work.
All right, let me see if I can zoom out. That didn't help. Zooming in doesn't help either. Huh. So for some reason we can see it better with this front camera. Did that stop my live stream? It did. You got to be kidding me. Okay, it started back. I was about ready to say. Let me go over to live chat. What's up, Mary Shadow? Hello, hello. Spicy tuna roll. Hey, let me see if I can get y'all a view. It's getting there. I think I can zoom in some too. Let's see. Yeah, we can see it better through this camera. Oddly enough. I don't know why. But what you guys are seeing versus what I'm seeing on that camera, yeah, we're 90% right now, for sure. It's pretty cool though. I was in the path last time at my house. Were we in 100% last time?
I think so.
So we're not far away from our house right now. And in 2017, I was still on a walker back then. And I remember going out on my front porch with a welding lens, which I wish I had with me. That might have helped. But I would tell her to just block those mailboxes. It's not like anybody's gonna. Anyway, oh, there's, well, never mind. No, there's not. What's up, Germs? Who else is here? Anybody else make it? I missed anybody? 49 more. Here, let's see what this does. Hey. There we go. Oh yeah, we're getting there. Definitely getting there. My front camera is a little bit smudged, I can see. Maybe my back camera is too. I don't know. Somebody's got a drone up in the air right above us. Let's see if I can catch that. Yeah. All right, let's see. It looks more blocked. It looks like it's about a quarter of the way blocked on the camera now. But it's way more blocked than that. I'll get you guys a view of where I'm at. I don't know what those things over there are, like pine cone looking statues, but there's probably about 100 of them. Just, that's a rough guess. Whatever this place is, DNV. But there's some kind of like weird park here that people have decided they were going to congregate here. Let's see if we can see anything else now. Yeah, it definitely looks more blocked. Oh, wow. Yeah, in person, we're more than 90% now. We got about 2 minutes until we hit totality. I mean, you can see it's getting darker here. It's a weird feeling in the air, though. I will say that. It's kind of like a, I don't know, it just feels weird. It's cooled off considerably from 10 minutes ago. I would say the temperature's dropped 10 degrees. Wouldn't you? Easily. Maybe more. A slight breeze. Some really thick, this grass is really thick. Let's see what we see on the front camera. There we go. I will catch it moving into totality, which we are just about a minute away. Yeah, there we go. If possible, I will try to set my camera down. Yeah, it's the longest is like almost 5 minutes. It's like 4 minutes and 40 some seconds, which again, correct me if I'm wrong, Spicy Tuna Roll, but isn't that like way longer than it usually is? There's a helicopter somewhere nearby. Okay, I can zoom in some. And I don't have my daggone tripod. I got about halfway here and realized that I had forgotten it. Okay, I can actually see it moving. We are almost there. Let me try to hold it real still. Okay, we're probably within 30 seconds of it going total. And you guys are gonna see it just disappear, and then I will get a shot of how dark it is here. Pretty interesting stuff, man. It's just I don't know, it's not something you experience very many times in life. I feel like it's about 97, 98% right now. All there is just a little bit of the outer rim of the top, I guess really the top half. Okay, it's almost there. Almost there. It's not really gotten much darker yet here. I mean, it's slightly darker. And we'll have about 3 minutes of this darkness after totality of it moving out. Yeah, and in my lens it looks about half covered, but hey, Paranormal Channel X, what's up? Good to have you here. Jay Watterson, hello. And we are about 90, we are definitely about 98% right now. I could have been wrong. I think it's actually 3:11 that totality happens here. Someone could probably look it up for me. I'm in Dublin, Ohio. I looked it up earlier today, and for some reason I was thinking it was 3:03, but it must be 3:11 that totality. Or Amber just said 3:08. Maybe it's 3:08. Hey, Investory. Hey. 3 hours to Maine. So you guys will see it in Maine in 3 hours. Looks like a cashew now. Yeah. It definitely looks different on camera than it does to me in person through the filter. We might still be 3 minutes away from totality. I totally thought I was like, all right, I'll hold it. My arm's getting tired. But there, it's considerably dark here right now, I would say.
Oh, yeah.
This looks like, I mean, it's different light than dusk. Obviously, I mean, it's this direct sunlight that's almost completely blocked out. It's different than a than a cloud blocking out the sun too. I don't know. It's just, it feels different. It feels real different, and it's wild how much it's cooled down. I didn't bring a jacket.
I did.
Yeah, I'll be all right. It's 3:06 now. Let's take a look and see what it looks like now.
It's close.
Oh yeah, look at that. We're getting there. We are getting there. So, does anybody know anything about the about NASA shooting rockets at this thing? I've heard that. I did not go to NASA's actual website to see what they're reporting. I also seen they're firing CERN back up today, and it's been shut down for like a couple years. Hey, all right, Eeyore. Oh man, I'm lucky here. It's definitely getting darker. It's only 36. Man, well, it's about 70 probably right now. Maybe like 68 where I'm at right now. It might even be a little cooler now. It might be like 65, and it was probably closer to 80 when I got here.
Alex says it's getting dark there.
Serpent, deity rockets, and firing up CERN Hadron Collider today too. Yeah, see, that's exactly what I heard, dude. How weird is that? And they're not even anywhere near the eclipse. Like, so what's... And I know they were doing it because of the eclipse. It's really strange. There's a lot of strange things, in my personal opinion, that are going on right now. And I don't know. I don't know. Delicious. Hey, it's good to see you, man. Alas, the live stream that I can watch at a normal hour. Yeah, all right. Let's take a look at the eclipse and see where we're at. Okay, yeah. So that's showing us really getting there. Let me do some zooming with the camera here. Let me get a little better grip. There we go. Sorry about the shakiness, guys. And that's zoomed in all the way that my camera will go. And it's going to be shaky because of that. Yeah, totality must be at 311 because it's 309 right now. And it looks like we're about 2 minutes away from it. I'm going to try to clip this for my channel and do an actual... It gives me a 5-minute clip. So I'm going to try to do it starting at 3:10 and take it into 3:14.
Here we go.
We still got a minute. 1 minute. I'm telling you, don't start till 3:11. I'm almost positive. But look how much darker it's gotten. Here, let me flip the camera around real quick. It's definitely gotten darker. All right, I'm going to start the clip now. Here we go. We're going to take a look at the eclipse. It's getting dark here, and it should start in about 1 minute. As you can see, though, we're certainly getting there. Hey, what's going on, Jeremiah? Dark Sin. Spicy Tuna Rolls, Paranormal Channel X. Man, I would love to have... Dude, I need to invest in a P1000, Seth. Which, Seth, if I say Seth, that's all right, Eeyore. But yeah, I heard they just banned the P1000 and the P900. Sorry about the shakiness. All right, we're almost there, guys. Almost there. We're literally, it's just peeking out the corner. It's 3:11 now, but it's like 3:11 and some change. It's almost there. Almost there. We got about 5 more, 10 more seconds, something like that. Oh, almost. Almost. You're about to see that light on your screen disappear. And still just a tiny, tiny peak. There we, no, not there yet. All right. There, it's gone. It's, well, I can't see it. It's gone. Oh, wow. Holy crap, I can look right at it. That's so freaking weird. Don't go blind by looking at it. Ah! All right, here, I got to take the camera down and show you how dark it is. Look, it's so weird. All right, let's get back up on it. You can't see anything, okay. I mean, I can look at it in person, and with the glasses, I see nothing at all. But we'll watch it come back here in about a minute and a half, 2 minutes. It's just, it's crazy how dark it is. Wow. What a feeling. What a feeling. My camera makes it look way more light than it is here. And it's got, okay, looking at it in person, and I know you can't tell, but like around this bottom left-hand corner, there's these really strange, shiny, bright spots. Amber says she sees them too. I don't understand what that is. That's something I don't know. I don't get it. And it's not showing through on camera. There, it's starting to come back. I can feel it on my face. Oh, that is so cool to look at with my eyeballs. I don't want to go blind. It's starting to come back. You'll see it here in just a minute. Oh, it's so cool, man. There, you guys can see it. Just a little tiny peak like it was whenever it was disappearing. There, it's coming back. Because if I take it off, it looks like it's all the way back, but it is not. You can hear people behind me going crazy. Ah. Dang. That was so cool. Kind of like an aura. Yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, obviously it had like an aura around the moon. But no, there was these really weird 2 shiny spots on the bottom left-hand side that you couldn't see through not on my camera, but I could see them in person. And they were there the entire time. Like, I don't know what that was. And as of right now, I mean, looking at it with my eyeballs, I mean, we're like at that 3 or 4% mark again. And as you can see, it's getting slightly more lit here. Yeah, let's turn the camera around. But you can kind of see. That was cool. That was really cool. Part of an alien ship. Who knows, man? Delicious. I saw the eclipse maybe twice. Once through a 3.5-inch disket. Oh, you mean you had like a filter? Wait, this camera did better, remember? Let's see what we got here. Yeah. Alright. This is really cool. I can't believe how many people are back there. Lots of people. Which everybody's going to start trying to leave at the same time. And we're not near home. We're out of town right now. No coverage here in Alberta. I know a lot of the US and parts of Canada are experiencing partial eclipses today. I had to drive. I'm a little over 2 hours from home here to be able to experience the totality. And back in 2017, I didn't have to leave my house to be in the totality, but the path was almost the same in 2017 as now. I mean, there was like a, how many miles would that be? Less than 100 miles. It'd be like a 80 mile, 70, 80 mile difference between the one in 17 and the one now. At least as far as where my house is and where I could have driven today to be in totality. If I came to Columbus because it's just, there's more places to stay and stuff up here. I could have drove to Kentucky near Huntington, West Virginia. It's just, there's nothing there. There's nothing there. And there's nothing, there's nothing in a lot of the path of this thing. I was looking at other areas that we could have went. We could have went to Cincinnati, but we still would have had to drive out of Cincinnati. Dayton, Ohio, it was right in the path of totality. That would have been a easy stay, but Dayton, I'll tell you, the last time I was in Dayton, and like actually in Dayton, Ohio, was about 15 years ago. And I never have any desire to go back to Dayton. It just, not my cup of tea up there. Oh, wow. Holy crap, we're still like, I would say 95% covered right now. I was afraid to look at it because I was afraid that I'd go. I don't want to be one of those statistics of the people that go blind from looking at the eclipse, because you know there will be a lot more people that are blind tomorrow than there were yesterday. Statistics wise, it always happens. Wait, what now? Mr. Beast? Mr. Beast? What now? It sounds like somebody is, I can't see who it was, but thank you for moderating, CT. I appreciate you, my friend. Bag of beans if you're not grown. We always get like we'll get like some weird passerbys whenever I do these vertical live streams. Whenever instead of turning my phone horizontal, I've found out that these end up going into where the shorts are. When you scroll through shorts, you'll pop on random person's live stream, and we get random passerbys whenever I do it this way. But I figured with the eclipse happening right now, it would be it'd be the best way for the most people to see it. It's cool that Delicious got to stop by, because he's... Wait, I just got a cigarette out. What did I do with it? Did I drop it? I might have stuck it in the morning. I don't know what I've done with it. Huh. That's weird. It's cool that Delicious got to stop by at a normal hour for him, because usually when I live stream, it's like very middle of the night for him. Do we have a troll, CT? Can't feed the trolls. I've never understood that. Is it fun to be a troll? To some people, maybe. I don't know. It's something I've never understood myself. Why go online and be mean to people just for the sake of being mean? One of the glories of the internet, and especially YouTube and other video platforms, is that if you don't like something, you can click off. You do not have to stay here or anywhere else and watch something that you do not like. There's no point in like doing negative comments. Like, what's the point? Unless you're trying to be constructive criticism. Like, I fully am behind that, because I have gotten some constructive criticism over the years. I've been doing this about 8 years now, and I have gotten some constructive criticisms over the years that I believe have helped me tremendously. So, I guess it's a double-edged sword. You know, you got some people that are going to criticize just to criticize. It's not constructive. So I guess you got to take the good with the bad. It's even a normal time for you, investor. That's good. Maybe I should do some earlier live streams then. I don't know if Saturday would be a good day to do it. I'm going to try to do an earlier live stream Saturday and see if that works out better for people. Because I've got people that are all over the world, and if I do it too early here, a lot of people still work Saturdays. I know I used to work Saturdays. I used to work every day. I did 7/12s. I'd be off 2, and then I'd work 7/12s, and I'd be off 3. And work 7 day shift. I'd work 7/12s, off 2. Then I'd switch over to night shift, work 7/12s, and I'd be off 3. It sucked. You never get used to it. Talk or eat? I don't have anything to eat. Yeah, no eating. It's just the Eclipse. We watched the Eclipse a minute ago, and you can see it's still pretty much covered. I mean, it's still like 90, I would say 95%, 92 to 95% covered. Yeah, this is just like a recreational outing. I'm not anywhere near my house or food or home. I did almost bring a ration with me. I don't know why I even thought about doing that, but I almost brought one with me because everybody's like, get emergency food. Nothing changed. I mean, we had an eclipse. People are going to go home. As long as they don't blow something up with those rockets, or CERN doesn't happen to create a black hole with the God particle or whatever, then we should be all right. That's such a weird thing. I was talking to Amber about that on the way up here, just because I was trying to think of the weird things that are happening today and how odd this occurrence really is. And CERN, I've not seen anything actually productive come out of CERN yet. I mean, I know that they finally did have a millisecond of the creation of the God particle. And I guess if they could maintain that God particle, but the problem with that is it could create a black hole. But there's immense energy involved in that, supposedly, and if they could harness that energy, then I guess that could eliminate our fossil fuel consumption, which they don't want to do that. And yeah, the whole fossil fuel thing, that's a whole agenda that in itself. Hey, what's up, King GTV? Hello. It's good to see some new folks here. Fixie Clary. Minnesota, it's cloudy. Well, see, I'm in Columbus, and it's a little bit like hazy, I would call it. And that looks, through my sunglasses, there's like a, where's it at? Like right here. Wait, how do I don't know how to cover it with my finger, but in this area right here, there's like a rainbow type effect, which is going to be chemicals, I'm sure, in the air. And there is a plane going over right there. Seemed like they suspended air travel for a minute, and that's surely a chemtrail behind that, because that is not dissipating. Gotta love that. Keep my eye on my P.O. box this week. Dude. Well, your American name being Peter. I don't know what to call you. I just call you Delicious because that's what I've called you for years on here. Man, you do not have to do that. Holy cow. I'm very appreciative whenever things show up from Poland because, I don't know, I love everything you've sent's been awesome, for sure. I've really enjoyed those smokes you sent me last time too, man. They're probably some of the best I've had in. As far as fresh smokes go, they're probably some of the best I've had in, maybe ever. Maybe ever. That pocket pack, the orange ones are really good, and those all naturals, the all natural palm oils were amazing. I'm smoking them very slowly. I'll stretch those out for like almost a year, probably. Hey, Gabe's here. What's up, dude? Where are you at? Did you watch the eclipse? Have you, like, are you within the range of watching the eclipse, Gabe?
Oh, it said Stella was muted.
She was what?
I asked if Stella was muted. She said she was muted.
Yeah. I mean, I know animals. Something else weird that happened on our way up here. I didn't see it myself because I was driving. But Amber said that a horse did a face plant as we were driving by it, that it fell flat on its face. I've never seen a horse do anything like that. And I was like, well, you know, they said that animals might act weird because of the eclipse. And it had already started at that point, technically. But my initial thought was something's probably very wrong with that horse. So are you in Florida, Gabe? Where are you at, buddy? That would have been, it would have been earlier for you if you're down in Florida, which, I mean, it would have been partial, but, oh, you're in Wisconsin. Oh, so you probably getting about an 80%, probably about what I'm seeing about right now. I'm probably still at like 85%. Wait, whose kitty we talking about? Cigars that look like twigs. Cigars that look like twigs. I'm not sure if I know the cigars that you're talking about. Yes, delicious. Salute. Definitely. Legend in my book. Oh, both your cats slept through it? Is one of your cats not doing good, Elandil? I'll finish my smoke and then I might take you guys on the drive with me. I think my hotel's like 20 minutes from here, maybe. We'll probably have to go back that way to hit 270. And then, huh?
We're going to Claire's, right?
Yeah, but it's on the northeast corner of 270. And right now we're on the northwest corner of 270. So it's like, I don't know how long 270 stretches, but I'm going to guess it's no more than like 12 to 14 miles, probably. Columbus is actually laid out pretty good, if you ask me. The way they've got the loop around the outside. I know there's other cities that have a interstate loop around the outside. 18 minutes. 18 minutes from my hotel. I'm trying a different hotel while I'm up here this time. I usually stay at the Staybridge. Yeah, I usually stay at Staybridge. I like their rooms. Stayed here a couple times, I think. Right? A couple times. Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course, backwoods. Backwoods are still a thing. Those are just wraps, though, aren't they? Backwoods. My beard's all out of whack. Hey, thanks, King G. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate the subscribe. Anybody who subscribes, I appreciate it. Oh, yeah, backwoods, man. That's been a thing since I was in high school. Everybody used to roll blunts with backwoods. I probably bought my fair share over the years. Been a long time for me, though. I stopped doing that 17 years ago now. 16 years ago. 2007 was the last time. How many years ago was that? 3, 4, 17 years ago. Yep. I mean, I'd quit before then, actually. It might have been 2006, but I did. The last time I smoked was at my grandma's viewing. And I regretted that so much. So much. Yeah, it still looks pretty blocked. Here, let me zoom in with this camera real quick and see it. How much it's showing on camera. Yeah, it still looks... Whoop. Still looks pretty blocked. It's way more blocked than that in person, though. My car is dirty. Real dirty. Real dirty. I was going to take it through the car wash before I left, but I did not have time. I mean, I probably would have had time, but I didn't feel like risking it, and I wanted to get here early enough to, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. It's dirty, man. It's dirty. I haven't done the first summer, well, I guess it would be spring, the first spring wash and wax yet. I just got a membership to the touchless car wash and take it through there. I can take it through there, I think, once a day. They limit me to once a day. And it helps me keep it clean through the winter, because I do not have a garage to park it in as of right now. I'm getting ready to build one. And that's one of the reasons why I haven't upgraded my vehicles anyways, because it sets outside. Cats will get up on top of it on occasion. I think I see cat paw prints on top of it. Maybe not. Yeah, they've learned their lesson. They don't really get on it anymore. They've been on it a few times though, which is I know it's a shame, but it is what it is. But yeah, I enjoy my car. I'm glad I got it. I've had it for about 3 years now, I think, something like that. Bought it in 2020. Was it 2020? It was before everything went to, before everything went to crap. The used auto market was a little high at that time, but I found a deal on this thing, and when I found this thing, I looked at it for about a month online, and it didn't sell. And I called the guy. I was like, dude, I'm going to come and get that thing. Can you hold it? He's like, I can't hold it. I got another guy that's called and asked about it, and I had to drive clear to Virginia Beach, more or less, to where that military base is right there. And I got there, and the guy was like, yeah, he's supposed to be coming to look at it tomorrow. I'm like, dude, I know what you're like. He was playing games. I knew what he was doing. But the guy wouldn't even put a freaking battery in the keyless entry for me. I would have promoted that guy's dealership 100 times by now, but he was a real piece of work. Let me see here.
Let's take
Air conditioner might be too loud. Actually, I'll just close that vent and that should stop it. Yeah, when I got this car, there weren't nowhere near as many, especially where I live, but there weren't as many on the road. But since they said they were going to discontinue them back in like the early 23, you see a lot more people have picked them up and bought them. I'd been wanting a stick for so long. I wanted a standard, and that was another reason why I went after this car, because it was a standard. And now I want an automatic. Yeah. Good point, because I'm sick of shifting. I would like to have a TRX too, man. That would be awesome. There was a guy at our family reunion that he built one. He bought one and put a lift on it. It had some really nice aggressive tires on it. And they said he wanted to sell it. I wish I would have asked what he wanted for it, because if it would have been anything under 90, I believe I would have considered it, because them things are holding their value like crazy. ERX are holding their value really well. And, well, these are holding their value pretty well too, to be honest. One thing I do not like about this car is the seats. I've complained about it since day one, and if I keep this thing much longer, I'm going to put leather seats in it. It's just, the guy that got this car, that ordered this car, wanted these stupid seats, these houndstooth. I'm not a fan of them. I guess they're not bad, it's just, I don't know, man. They show every little stain, little water, even water staining. Because I had a bottle of water between my legs one day that was sweating, and it's still there right now. I need to have these seats clean, but it stained my seat. Water stained my seat.
270 East.
There's cops directing traffic up here.
This is us left right here.
See how much colder the air is now?
I know.
On the way up here, it didn't feel like my air conditioner was working right or something. We gotta go left and right? I'm pretty sure.
270 East.
Yeah.
That's all
Left,
I know.
yeah, right. We're in the right lane.
Yes.
That one says west and south. You can go 270 because we're right at the corner. So 270s like that, we're right up in the corner.
Kid by himself crossing the street.
Okay, yeah. It's a little weird. It's still darker here than what it should be. I mean, obviously, about 85% of the sun's still blocked out. Yeah, Gabe, this one did set because I had the carrier bearing on the drive shaft had gone bad, and I didn't want to mess it up. I could still drive it that way, but it was really it could have been bad. It could have caused a catastrophic failure. But this thing has a one-piece drive shaft in it that is non-serviceable, 100% non-serviceable. So there's only one company out there that makes a respectable product. There's about 2 or 3 total that you can cut that carrier bearing off and replace it. But only the one, it's like SBX or SXB is the company name, and it's been great. I changed it out one day, and it's been fine ever since. And it was weird how it happened, because it just happened all of a sudden one day. Like usually you'd think you'd know that carrier bearing was going out. Hey, Ford Rangers, dude, are they have really came back, and they've got value to them now. That's not something I never thought I'd see, was like a $10,000, 15 or 20-year-old Ford Ranger, man. But I know like the 2000s ones are going for about 10 grand across the board. And then if you get one back in the square body style, those things are, if they're in even okay shape, are going for, I've seen them going for 12, 15,000. Yeah, we're not far. 6 minutes from our destination, our 13, where we get off the exit at. 13.
That's what it says.
Huh.
I'm going to hit 71 north up here in 6 miles.
Oh, that's vibrating. It's not too bad. It's a little bit bumpy, but other than that, it's just the road. Yeah, it's not too bad. TN Bushcraft, you had it for 14 years. We have a 93. It's a 93 Cherokee Sport that we have had since 2000 or 2001.
2001.
I think we had it in 2000.
We did not get it until after Alex was born.
I don't think you're right.
I'm 100% right.
I bet we got pictures before then, because I think I've seen them.
The title out and show you.
Maybe. Anyways, we've had it for at least 23, 24 years now.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking about selling it. I hate to sell it, but it's been sitting on and off. The fuel pump went out of it from leaving it set. So I don't think the gas is bad in it. Those things, I think I put a fuel pump in that thing 3 or 4 times over the years, and then leaving it set. It's the worst thing I could do. And the windshield on the driver's side, it kind of leaks sometimes. It could be pouring the rain outside and it won't leak, but if it's setting still and it rains really hard outside, it'll leak from somewhere. I don't know where it's leaking from. And I've had a windshield put in that thing 2 or 3 times over the years. So I'm sure at least 3 times over the years.
Yeah.
I've put a lot of windshields in that thing.
It's rough.
I'll never forget it cracking whenever I was driving to get my asbestos license with Darren. And I was driving behind a guy. I had the speedometer pegged in that thing. I think it goes up to 80. Or maybe it's 120. I can't remember. But I had it all the way pegged. And I was following this like white work van. And there was traffic coming up. I'll never forget that either. And I just stayed right behind him. And we shot over on the the not road, that part that's not the road. The median kind of, it's not the median, but it's like that lane. It's not a lane. The side of the road, yeah. It's not a lane. The side of the road. And we passed about 1.5 miles worth of traffic going about 100 miles an hour. I just stayed right behind him. He didn't tap his brakes, so neither did I. And I made it from Charleston to Huntington that day, which typically would take you about an hour, roughly. I made it in 30 minutes. It was an extreme drive. But it cracked my windshield that day. We getting off Polaris?
No, it says to take 71 north towards Cleveland.
Huh. That's weird. 71 north?
Yeah, you get on 71 north for 2 miles and then you're at Polaris.
Huh. Okay. Should have been looking at the sun, not the sun, but the moon. Whenever it was the totality. I thought it seems like whenever I was in grade school, the last time I looked at one like that. Because in 2017, I was sick. I was on a walker. I didn't care what was happening. It didn't matter to me. But when I was a kid, it seemed like I remember them telling us that if we looked directly at it, even when the moon was in front of it, that it could cause us to go blind. And they set us up with cardboard, and we had done something where we could look at the shadow, and we saw a perfect shadow of the moon covering the sun with the shadow. It was pretty cool.
This thing.
Oh yeah, 71 north. Okay.
Actually, no, I was wrong. My bad.
Yeah.
Slow down,
I see a gap up here is what I'm going for. I think I've got plenty of time. Yeah. Oh yeah, we got plenty of time. Good deal. Definitely got to almost be there. Well, right there's 161 Dublin Granville's right here.
Yeah.
So we're technically one exit away from Polaris, the way I used to drive up here. I used to live right here, right next to the Budweiser plant. Budweiser, Bud Light, Anheuser-Busch, whatever. Whoa. Did you see that guy just shoot across the median?
Yeah,
Idiot. And he, oh, Jesus, he almost took out that guardrail. And he's in a tow truck.
Yikes.
Man, some people just can't drive. You cannot trust anybody on the main road. Well, it seems like you can't hardly trust any. I guess you can, because you pass thousands of people when you take a trip like this and drive next to thousands of people. I'm telling you, my air conditioner's working 10 times better right now than it was on the way up here. I don't understand why, but I'm actually cold. Remember me saying on the way up, I'm like, I should be cold?
Yeah.
You think it's because it's cooled down so much outside?
No, because it says 73 outside. On the way up here it was 75.
Huh. I thought it was about 80 when we got there. It felt pretty warm.
That right there said 75.
When we pulled in that parking lot?
Yep.
Huh. Well, it had to have gotten down to like 65.
You're going to go right when you get off on Polaris.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta go right towards Top Golf.
Towards IKEA.
Huh. Model S in front of us. Yours is an XLT. Wait, what? Oh, you got a F-150, I'm gonna guess, right? With 5 liter? Older 5 liter or a new Coyote? I've been thinking about getting a Mustang, man. I stopped and looked at a couple of them, what, a week ago?
Yeah.
Brand new ones. I'm not sure. One looked like a dark horse. It had the wing on it, had the right wheels on it. It was gray. It was nice. What was the price on it? 50? 40? No, it was 47, wasn't it? I think it was 47,000. 48 maybe.
No, the Mustang was 54.
The one with the wing?
Dark horse, yeah. It's over here somewhere.
It's back right there. It's right there. That one in the far.
Okay.
I don't think we go this way though. I thought.
Yes, that's how you go.
Okay, maybe so. Well, when I lived up here years ago, I built this mall back here, or a fashion place. It's not a mall. It's a fashion place. Whatever that is. So we go towards Steak and Shake. We got to turn right here. I know it's right here.
I thought so too, but I'm not seeing it.
We could see it from our other hotel. But wait, no.
Yes, we could.
Yeah, well then that means it's going to be back there. We're going the wrong way.
It's on Orion Place.
Yeah, I got to turn around, right?
Yeah, it's turning you around at this roundabout.
In this roundabout. All right, cool. I like a good roundabout. They're super helpful and super useful, especially when you get lost like I just did. I gotta go right back out the main road and go towards our hotel that we were in last time.
Oh, I see it. See it right there?
No. Oh yeah, so straight.
Yes.
Okay. Side. I was like, we could see it from the old hotel, which means it would not be anywhere near here, because our hotel's way
Okay.
back there.
You're in the wrong lane here.
I'll fix that. Cool. We're here. Park in the shade right there somewhere if I can. Why are people parked so weird?
Not with them. Sorry.
Is there more than one by that truck?
Nope. Yep, I can't tell.
Yeah, but he ain't parked. He's taking them both, ain't he? I don't know if I want to park. I mean, here, we'll just park over here. Right?
Yeah.
For now, because we're going to be leaving again. Fixie. We typically do, or I do. I typically, and the group gets together. Usually on Saturdays. I usually do live streams on Saturdays. I'm trying to figure out what the best schedule for everybody is again, because I typically do them Saturday evenings between 8 and 9, and I eat a bunch of old food and stuff usually. Man, I forgot about that beer I drank the other night. I dumped out a little bit of it in that cup. And I forgot about it until the next day, which would have been yesterday. And when I dumped that out into the sink, holy cow, the stuff that, I can't believe I drank that. Even when I was dumping it out, I was like, I can't believe I drank that. That was really bad. What is my biggest dream? You know, I haven't thought about that in a long time. My biggest dream would be to start a good company to get like my friends employed, and something I can leave to my family, my kids that could take over, so I'm not leaving nothing behind. That would probably be my biggest dream. That is my goal. That is my goal right now. That is what I plan to do. I'm going to build a house and stuff like that. That's small stuff compared to starting a solid company that can be around for decades, hopefully, and keep friends and family employed. I'm gonna burn one before I go in here and check in, which I think check-in's not till 4 o'clock anyway, so 6 minutes. Might be 3 o'clock, I'm not sure. Drinking moss water. Dude, that stuff I dumped out yesterday, it looked like creek water. It was dark brown. You couldn't see through it at all. Like it was bad. It was really bad. I couldn't believe how bad it was when I dumped it out. I had a bunch of chunks of stuff in it. Oh, you can go back and look at my Saturday live stream and see exactly what I'm talking about, because when I dumped it out into that clear glass, like you could see how bad it was. I didn't think it was that bad. I mean, I knew it was going to be bad after I seen the cap. I can't remember what it started with, a P. It's like Peterson. I can't remember what brand it was. Ragnarok. There's also a pretty cool video. I don't know if you were into the Vikings, but there's a cool video on my channel. It's called Vikings Eating History. I think that's what I titled it, or the Vikings Eat History or something like that. It's from probably 3.5 years ago. The guys from the Vikings did a promo for my TV show and ate a bunch of, they didn't eat anything old. They just ate, like, I would say some of it was somewhat bizarre stuff. I think they tried to make them eat chicken feet, which is something I would never eat. I've tried them before, but there's nothing there to eat, in my opinion. Like, it's just bones and a little bit of skin. It's just weird. And then they had them trying frog legs, which I grew up eating frog legs. Like my grandma used to cook frog legs all the time. We'd go frog gigging. I don't find that weird, but most people do find it weird. And when you cook frog legs, they jump around in the pan because of all the muscle and tendon, I guess, the nerves reacting to the heat. It's kind of weird. That part's weird. I'll give you that. Definitely that part's weird. Oh yeah, they still sell them. Yep, chicken feet. If you want them, you can buy them. I just don't see the point in it. Like I said, there's like nothing to them. I've seen people eat them before that like claim that they like to eat them, and they put that chicken foot in their mouth and they'll like eat a little bit. Like they get hardly nothing off of it. It still looks almost the same after they've ate it as it did before they ever touched it. It's just, I don't know. It's just weird. Dim sum chicken feet. No doubt. I grew up around chickens, man. I went to chicken fights and stuff whenever I was younger. And, you know, I wouldn't do that now. I would not go to chicken fights now. I think it's really inhumane. But it's something that still, look, where I live at in West Virginia and down in Southern Ohio, there's some big, like, I don't know, I guess professional chicken fighters down there. It's more about the betting than it is anything else, but it's also like the guys that raise those chickens. I knew a couple of those guys really well, and buddy, they take that more serious than anything else. Like that raising those fighting chickens, and they put them, I mean, they fight them to the death. It's just, I don't know. It's nothing I prefer to see, you know. But it's a tradition. It's something that's been around long before I was alive. And it'll be around long after I'm gone, I'm sure. Yeah, but the guys I used to know that done that, they were old timers, old school folks. And they were exactly like what you would think. Like they'd live back in the back of the holler, and back in the day whenever you used to mess with weed and stuff like that, which most of the guys that mess with chickens, like that was their other profession. I guess that's how they made money. And then they'd go and bet money at the chicken fights and stuff. It was a way of life, I guess. And I learned a lot from them old timers. I did back in the day. They teach you respect, and I guess I learned a lot from them, really, looking back at it, thinking about it. Yeah, so where my family in West Virginia lives still now had a huge farm out there, huge farm. Lots and lots and lots of acres. I think at one time it was like 1,700 acres. I think that's what Uncle James said, wasn't it? 1,700 at one time. Because when he told me, I was shocked at how large it was. I knew it was big, but I didn't know it was that big. But out that way, which is it's out back of Leon, West Virginia, which is still in Mason County, right? It's still in Mason. It's the edge of Mason County, which is, most of you guys know that's where the Mothman stuff is. I've told everybody on my channel that I live where the Mothman does. I'm not proud of it. It's just part of where I live, I guess, where I've grown up. See, most dudes who smoke weed are awesome. I used to love it. And the reason I quit smoking weed was to get a job. That was the only reason I quit, actually. And I got that job. It took me almost 2 years pursuing that job. A year and a half, 2 years. Finally got that job, and less than a year after I got that job, they shut that plant down. And it no longer exists. 2008 happened, and it was called Ravenswood Aluminum. We made the purest aluminum in the United States, if not the world. And I'm not exaggerating. I'm sure this is researchable. We had contracts with Boeing, a huge contract with Boeing, and we had a huge contract with NASA. And we had both those contracts that came up, and we had just gotten them like 6 months before everything went to, went to crap. And I remember walking in, see, the way that was set up, they had a board, or I guess you'd call it like a digital board outside, and the stock price for Ravenswood Aluminum, because a lot of those guys had stock in the company. And when I hired in there, it was $87 a share. I'll never forget it being $87 a share when I hired in. And when I left out of there, it was 47 cents a share. It went from $87 a share to 47 cents a share. And I'll be honest, I think that's where we're headed again. I think we're headed for another financial, probably stock market crash. Definitely the housing market's going to have to come down big time. There's a lot of things that are going to have to happen. Eeyore, I didn't even talk about like the TA package on my car. Like, if I was to set one of these Challengers up, this is exactly how I'd want to set it up with the flat. It's all flat black on the top, which the side graphics are cool. The TA graphics, I like this. I mean, that's a remake of the 70s model. But it came with the hood pins. Those are factory. And then, I don't know if I can show you or not, in the headlights, there's a little TA symbol. Let me hit the unlock button. Yeah, there you can see it. Kinda. Maybe you can see it on the camera, but it's got TA in it, and I really like that. And both my headlights are functional, air grabber headlights. So they've actually got the hole all the way through them. And some of these Challengers, those are fake. They've got a clear glass over top of them. Man, I almost invested in Bitcoin about 7 months ago, whenever it was way down still, and I didn't. And I've been kicking myself ever since. All right, I'm going to have to end the live stream and go check into my room. This has been awesome. I like getting on here and chatting with you guys. Maybe I'll just do a casual live stream again while I'm up here. I doubt it, though, because tomorrow's Amber's birthday. So, but all right, guys, I appreciate y'all coming by for the Eclipse. And all right, I'll see y'all on the next one. Later.